So we went to the house and we spent the night there, and it was early in the morning. So we always had permission to ask who left. The manager asked if we could go that afternoon to pick berries. She looked at me for a long time and she stopped a little bit like she was suspicious. And, well, go, but come back early. We went there to the forest, and there was a time we were picked up strawberry. Strawberries had just started, as I remember midsummer week it was. That time we were there in the forest eating berries. There we had a berry picking sack. We were talking and heard the train whistle there already far away. So we threw the berry sack into the buses and started running. Let's get there, the station, to the train station. When we got to the station, so the train stopped there, and we climbed onto the train and got in. The train whistle blew and started to go again to Murmansk. We stood there for a while. Then the conductor came and asked, "Where are you boys going? And do you have a ticket and documents?" He happened to be Russian. We didn't know how to speak Russian, how much some of it dry, some of it's blood. And it said, "Yes, tu ul." According to him, it referred us there, and he said to go with him. He took us to the commissar. Well, that talk didn't go any better. We didn't speak Russian. He caught us and made us sit there in the corner, and we sat there on the corner bench, and the next day the train came here to the Soroka station and stopped there, and I looked out the window. I looked up and down the slope. I said to Irio, "Look, what's there, what's there? Or who is there?" There were two soldiers outside and long bayonets on the end of their guns and helmets. So the commissar got up from the seat and took us with him. And he said something to those soldiers and put the soldiers in between. And they started to take us somewhere. There we were, between the two soldiers, like bigger criminals like that. And that's how it took us some time. Irio asked, "Where are we going?" That other soldier said, "No talking." So we continued the journey that way. There at the edge of the forest was a little shack. They put us inside. There was an old man who looked as sad as sardines in a tin. And they put us into the same soup. There were others there from somewhere in the Karelian region along the Finnish border. There were some Finns there. We didn't know why they were there, but we were there for about a week. The train came back from Murmansk south towards Petrosavodsk. They put us back on the train with a soldier. My brother's shoes were around my neck. I never took them off, but carried them with me. The soldier asked, "About the shoes, can you sell them to me? That they are my brother's shoes, and I won't them sell them to someone." Then the soldier asks, "Where is your brother?" "He died 2 years ago last spring." The soldier started laughing. Your brother, he doesn't need them anymore when he's dead." Then he gave me 4 rubles for the shoes. At that time, money had no value.